Sri Lanka bombings killed 3 children of Asos owner and Denmark's richest man Anders Holch Povlsen. Try independent minds free for 1 month. At least 8 British citizens are among 290 people killed, officials say. That killed hundreds of victims at churches and hotels and were carried out by a local militant group with help from international terrorists, the government has said. Cabinet Minister Rajatha Senaratne said 7 suicide bombers who struck on Easter Sunday were Sri Lankan citizens linked to National Tawhid Jamaat. We do not believe these attacks were carried out by a group of people who were confined to this country, he added. There was an National Tawhid Jamaat was previously known for vandalizing Buddhist statues, and in 2016 one of its leaders was arrested for inciting racism. President Maithripala Sirisena is asking for foreign assistance to trace the bombers' international links. The intelligence reports indicate that foreign terrorist organizations are behind the local terrorists, a spokesperson said. Therefore, there was no claim of responsibility and officials said 24 suspects were in custody for questioning. Little over a week before the attacks, National Tawhid Jamaat was named in a police advisory to security services warning of a potential threat to Catholic churches. Telecommunications Minister Hayran Fernando posted images of the letter, entitled Information on an Alleged Plan Attack and detailing names and other details, on Twitter. He called for serious action on why the atrocities were not prevented and they. Ranil Wickremesinghe claimed he had not personally been informed of the threat, adding we must look into why adequate precautions were not taken. The targeting of churches and hotels popular with foreign tourists is a technique recently used by ISIS and Al-Qaeda affiliates. Amarnath Amarasingam, a senior research fellow with the Institute for Strategic Dialogue, pointed out that recent New Year celebrations and Buddhist religious events passed off safely. If this were local Muslim extremist groups who wanted to retaliate against anti-Muslim attacks by Buddhists, I think the targeting would have been a bit different, he wrote on Twitter. The attacks targeted churches as well as major tourist hotels in the capital, which were having Easter buffets and so on. This signals a total of 9 bombings on Sunday killed at least 290 people and injured more than 500. Sri Lankan officials said 2 people were involved in the attack at the Shangri-La Hotel. 1 bomber each attacked the Cinnamon Grand and Kingsbury hotels, and St. Anthony's Shrine in Colombo, St. Sebastian's Church in the city of Negombo and Zion Church in the city of Batticaloa. 2 bombings hours later at a guest house and near an overpass on the outskirts of Colombo are still under investigation. Suspects detonated explosives at a safe house near the overpass blast as police closed in, killing 3 officers. Most of the victims were Sri Lankan, but victims also included people from Britain, the US, Denmark, China, Japan, Portugal and Australia. The president was to declare a nationwide emergency that will go into effect at midnight on Monday, following a curfew and blocks on social media. The state of emergency will grant police and the military extensive powers to detain and interrogate without court orders, was in force at various times during the civil war that raged from 1983 to 2009. It ended with the government defeating the Tamil Tigers, who launched numerous terror attacks in a bloody campaign for an independent ethnic state. The Tamil separatists who including Hindus and Christians had been fighting against Sri Lanka's Sinhalese ethnic majority, who are predominantly Buddhist. There were fears the Easter Sunday could spark fresh sectarian violence, with a petrol bombing on a mosque and arson attacks on Muslim-owned shops reported. Additional reporting by agencies. Only the best news in your inbox. Only the best news in your inbox. Register with your social account or to log in. You can find our community guidelines in full. Create a commenting name to join the debate. Create a commenting name to join the debate. Create a commenting name to join the debate. You can find our community guidelines in full. Create a commenting name to join the debate. Create a commenting name to join the debate. Create a commenting name to join the debate. Enter your email to follow new comments on this article. Are you sure you want to submit this vote? Are you sure you want to mark this comment as inappropriate? Are you sure you want to mark this comment as inappropriate? Are you sure you want to delete this comment? Create a commenting name to join the debate. Want to bookmark your favorite articles and stories to read or reference later? Try independent. Find your bookmarks in your section, under my profile.
Raindrop, drop top smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up, open the park pot.